Hi, welcome back. We are on our last week, Masterclass number 6. Congratulations. You have been a non-smoker for 3 weeks. How awesome is that? I hope that you're already starting to feel better, starting to feel a sense of accomplishment, and that you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you, even if you're not proud of you yet. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to share the Masterclass deck so that we can go through it. Get your paper and pencil ready. Okay, here we are. Masterclass number 6, Live the Quitter's Life. Quit smoking. I'm so excited that we've finally gotten here to the very last one. I have no idea how proud I am of you. And congratulations on your achievements. Continuing down the road, I know it's hard. I know that we have self-doubt, that we talk about self-sabotage, and it becomes an issue. Please continue with your daily hypnosis and all the different things that we've been talking about throughout here, making sure your anchors are in place, working on adjusting your habits. Let's talk about my story. I am a non-smoker. Is that awesome? I absolutely love to say it. It took me so long to get here, to embrace it, and to be here, that I just absolutely love to say it. I am a non-smoker. I'm not an ex-smoker. I'm a non-smoker. I feel better. I feel proud of myself. Just from accomplishing this incredible goal, I've built up all kinds of new confidence in myself throughout life, in many areas. I've learned to be able to let go in other areas of my life for things that were not serving me. Just let them go. Not worry about it any longer. I'm more peaceful inside. I have less feelings of stress. I have a great future ahead of me, and so do you. I truly hope you feel the same. So here we go. Let's talk about our overview for the week. We went through the welcome story. We're going to zip through the ground rules. What's going well exercise. So make sure you have your paper and pencil. You have a review over all the different things that we worked on, all the tools that are now in your toolbox, that you need to pull them back out and use them over the next 6 months to a year. Just keep them refreshed and ready to go. We're going to talk about 5 keys to success. We're going to just talk about journaling. We'll go over your action steps and any ahas. So the ground rules. What are the ground rules? Everybody knows them, right? At this point you do. If you made it to this week, week 6, you know that this is for you. This is to help you close the gap from where you were to where you want it to be. And hopefully you're in the non-smoker camp and you've been here for 3 weeks. If not, that's all right. Join us today. We got it. No problem. The program is designed to push you outside your comfort zone, to ask you to do things, exercises, different hypnosis, meditation, listening to motivational speakers, things that you may not have normally done and that you find uncomfortable. It's designed to help you hold yourself accountable so that you can focus on what's going right and ignore your limiting powers and your excuses. The rules of the game. You should do a masterclass every 7 days for 6 weeks. Well, this is the last one, so I'm not quite sure why I left that on the slide, but it's there. Listen to your daily hypnosis, do your motivation, listen to your motivational speaker, and make sure you got your paper and pencil ready. Okay, let's do the what's going well exercise. You're going to stop the masterclass, and I want you to reflect and spend a little bit of time. Please don't skip these exercises when we go through. They're very important that you go ahead and you do the reflection and you write down the information. This is all part of learning your new life as a non-smoker. So what is something that you are proud of doing or trying in the last 7 days, no matter how tiny the effort? You have to state it in a positive because a positive acts as a motivator to help propel you forward. And you're not allowed to use your limiting powers or your negative self-talk, right? You got that. Second question, does it feel good to acknowledge what's going well? Breathe deep and think about it. How does it feel? Does it feel good? Do you feel a little surge of energy just thinking about what's going well? Let that extra energy that comes inside you guide you to make better decisions, good decisions for you and your body. And remember, when you focus on what's not going well, you will make crappy decisions, okay? So I want you to stop the tape, spend a little bit of time, and answer the 3 questions. What's going well? Does it feel good to acknowledge what is going well? And do you feel a little surge of energy just thinking about what's going well? Okay, you're back. Congratulations. Let's go through our review and what we have learned over the past 7 weeks, right? We started with the free masterclass. We went through in that one. We learned about all the different kinds of nicotine replacement therapy and prescriptions and things like that that can help you along your path. We went through a whole goal setting exercise. You have 9 goals set up for the next year. Don't hesitate to go back through those goals every 3 or 4 months. Make sure they're fresh. Make sure you're taking action steps towards them each day. Remember, an action step is just a small step. It doesn't have to be huge. Small hinges swing big doors, right? So it's just one step every day. Small hinges swing big doors. We went through the process of creating anchors. You should have 5 of them. A couple of them should already be feeling really good and comfortable and things that you know you're going to be able to take forward to help you feel in control and powerful and being that non-smoker, okay? We talked about and went through exercise to help you get leverage on yourself. A couple of different exercises through the program in order to come about it different ways and getting your why and your leverage on yourself. We went through a process to clear out the clutter. Make sure that you go back through that every 3 or 4 months and see what other things need to be out of your way in order for you to accomplish your goals and your dreams. All of these things can be applied to not just being and remaining a non-smoker. You can apply them towards other goals. You have 8 other ones on your list, so you can apply clearing out the clutter to get room to get these other goals in place and moving, right? Make sure that you understand your triggers with smoking. This is very important. Stay on those. Don't forget about them. At this point, you should be feeling fairly comfortable, but their triggers are still there. If you chose to completely take coffee out or something that was one of your big triggers, then slowly but surely over the next month or 2, you might put them back in. So you have to be vigilant in making sure those triggers don't send you to take a step back. Okay? You have to continue to create the strategies for success, which means each day in your journaling, at the end of the day, think about what's coming tomorrow. What big is on the agenda? What things are coming that could cause a trigger is going to come up? And what is your strategy to handle that? The power of hypnosis. And I hope that you have started to discover that there's a lot of power in listening to your hypnosis and learning to become more mindful and giving yourself some me time, which is what all of that does. We went through a whole exercise on what we focus on is what we create. Okay? And that's not just about the old thing of, well, if you act positive, you'll be positive. No, it's what you truly focus on is what you create. Okay? We talked about bumping yourself to top priority, and I asked you to do that for 7 days. I actually want you to continue to do that. in little ways for the rest of your life. If you are not at the top of your list, then you cannot possibly take care of all of the others that you love and hold so dear as well. So get yourself at the top of the list so that you can do better for them in the end. Okay? Breathing techniques. We went through the 557. You should be using that daily and should be very good at it at this point. The 557 is a perfect breathing. It helps to relax you. It helps you to clear out any negative energies. It will help you through any of your cravings. It'll help you to make good decisions or to calm yourself emotionally. It has many benefits. It will also, all of that deep breathing is helping you to rebuild your lungs. As your lungs get stronger, your breathing will get stronger. Some of you may have discovered at the beginning of this that the 557, 5 in, 5 hold, and 7 out, actually not quite as simple as it sounds. But if you were one of them, you've probably discovered that through the last couple weeks of doing this exercise, your lungs are able to pull in for a full 5 and hold for a full 5 and blow out for a full 7. That's kind of interesting. Managing cravings and setbacks. We have given you many, many tips to manage your cravings, and we've talked about putting your solutions in place so that you don't have to deal with them and you're ready. You don't have to think about it. What am I going to do when it hits? Oh, I'm going to breathe. When you do your breathing, okay? We talked about setbacks. If you have a setback, fine, it's a setback. The world has not come to an end. That doesn't make you a smoker, and that doesn't make you have to start over at day one. Okay? It's just simply a setback. You took a puff of a cigarette. Fine, throw them out. Don't take another one. Move on. It's as simple as if I'm on a diet and I eat a bite of cake. It's fine. The world didn't come to an end because I ate a bite of cake. But maybe I shouldn't eat the rest of the cake. Okay? It's a little bit different as well. But you get the idea. So we talked about controlling weight gain. I went through the whole process of that. And we talked about understanding self-sabotage. And lastly, we talked about pain versus pleasure. So let's talk about the 5 keys to success. How to let go, okay? Letting go is what is slowing you down, right? It stands in your way if you don't do it. You have to let go in order to slow down. And it takes courage to change. It takes courage to let go. So when you're able to let go, you should be proud of yourself. So make sure you're focused on letting go of the things that are no longer serving you and allowing the new things to come in. It's okay to change. If you've been that way your whole life, it's all right. We're allowed to change. Somehow we get in our heads sometimes that, well, because we've always been one way, we're not allowed to be different. That's just not true. Okay? So the next key, step back. What is your desired outcome? Always reflect upon where are you trying to go? What is your desired outcome? And then ask yourself, what will having that do for you? Okay? And then the next piece is, why do you want to change? And a simple exercise for figuring out your why is to sit down and ask yourself your why and write it out 7 times, but not the same thing. Why do I want to change? I want to change because I don't want to be a smoker anymore. Why do I not want to be a smoker anymore? Because I'm tired of spending money on it. Well, why am I tired of spending money on it? Well, because it's just not healthy for me. Well, why do I care if it's not healthy for me? Well, because I don't want to die a slow death. Well, why don't I want to die a slow death? Because I want to live all the way to the end of my life and spend time with my family. Okay? So you understand how to use the simple ways to, what's your desired outcome? What will having that do for you? and then discovering your why. So ask yourself your why 7 times. And each time you answer, ask a why to that one, okay? And then when you get all done, ask yourself, how will you know when you're getting the results that you wanted? Okay, so write that down. How do I know when I'm getting the results? I know when I'm getting the results when I no longer smoke a cigarette, when I no longer spend the money on it, when I can breathe better, whatever it may be. Okay, and remember, say yes to yourself. How do you know what needs to happen? You know. Say yes to yourself. Let it happen. Take empowered action. Based on all of the other insights above, letting go, stepping back, learning to say yes to yourself that it is okay. Okay, now you got to take empowered action. What are the actions you're going to take and by when? And give yourself steps, one little step each day. Take an action each day. My goal is to become a non-smoker in 60 days. Whatever my goal is. My goal is to lose 50 pounds in a year. And then I'm going to give myself one little step each day in order to get one action. Set up accountability. We went through all of this. We set up all of these pieces of the pie when we were going through the program for your smoking. You had your whole team of people and your social media. So set up the conditions for inevitable success. Set up the conditions on getting the clutter out of the way. What is your why? Do you have enough leverage? Do you have a team of people to support you? Okay. What small steps can you take each day? Plan them out. Write them down. Slow and steady will take you forward. What support, if any, do you need to follow through on your action steps? Always ask that. You can put the action steps down, but if you don't have the ability to complete them, then you have to ask yourself, what support do you need to make that happen? Simply, we went through right at the beginning of this program that there were lots of support that was coming. You had all your nicotine replacement therapy options to help support you to get through the withdrawals, right? You had the option of going and getting prescription medication to go along with your program. And then we set up all the supports, the anchors, the coaching, all of the clearing of the clutter, all the different exercises that we did. That was your support system, right? As well as your family and friends. So here's the last piece. Let's talk about journaling and the unexpected benefits of journaling. I touched on it a couple times and told you, well, I want you to spend a few minutes at night and write X down. And I wanted you to spend a few minutes in the morning and answer your 5 questions every morning. Your 5 questions are not something you have to write down, but I do want you to do them. So journaling. What is it? Writing helps remove mental blocks and lets you to use both your left and your right brain. Okay, why is that important? It's important because it helps you to better understand yourself and the world around you. Writing accesses your left brain, which is where your brain is analytical and very rational. Your right brain is the side that's creative and free and intuitive. So while you're writing, your right brain is free to be creative and intuitive. Okay, so this allows us to access both the left and the right brain to remove the mental blocks. That's why writing works so well. So journaling, how does it help? It brings you clarity for your thoughts and your feelings, right? Do you ever feel all mixed up inside and unsure of what you want? So take a few minutes each day, and I'm going to ask you to start with 5 minutes each evening, right before bedtime. Each day to write down your thoughts and emotions, all the different things that happened for the day or what's been weighing on your mind. It doesn't matter. It can be whatever you want. Just write it down. Nobody's going to grade it. Nobody's going to check it. It is literally just for you. This will help you to start getting in touch with you. with your inner world, help you to be more mindful just for yourself. You'll start to get to know yourself. Consistently writing will allow you to understand what makes you happy and confident inside. It will allow you to become clear about situations that you might be confused about and people who are toxic to you. We all have toxic people in our life. So it'll help us to become more clear that, oh, they really are toxic. And it will also help you to reduce stress. Writing about your feelings of sadness and anger or other painful emotion lets you to release that intensity of those strong feelings inside. You'll feel calmer and be more mindful. Okay. You'll also become a better problem solver. Kind of amazing that just sitting and writing will help you to solve your problem, or a problem, might not be yours, but a problem that you've chosen to write about. Problem solving is usually done from the left brain, which is your analytical brain, right? The best solution may be in the right brain by using your creativity and intuition. So when you're writing, since you're using both sides of your brain, sometimes when we just think about it, we can't see it. When you start writing it, writing unlocks some new opportunities, or opportunities maybe that you haven't seen, for solving those unsolvable problems. It helps you to resolve disagreements. Writing might just allow you to solve issues or misunderstandings, so you get to say what you want and get it out. So you don't blab it out in public. So you can just get it out on paper, and it may allow you to see somebody else's opinion that you weren't able to see previously, because you were feeling attacked or badgered, or you were being pinned against a wall, so of course you struck back. Writing lets you just get it out on paper so that bad things don't happen in real life. So journaling has many different ways to help you, and writing uses both sides of your brain, which allows you to come up with clearer feelings, allows you to get to know yourself, reduces your stress. You become a better problem solver, which is always nice, and maybe you'll resolve some disagreements. I encourage you to start journaling on a daily basis. You'll be able to add your plans for the next day. If you for non-smoking, right there in your journaling. Here's what's coming for today, for tomorrow. Here's the triggers that make it in my way, and here's my solution. Action steps. So your action steps are journaling, focusing on your new healthy lifestyle, using your anchors, paying attention and using your daily hypnosis, your motivationals, and continuing to share your accomplishments each day online and with friends. I want you to put down your ahas, not just for what we've spoken to today, but what have you learned as you went through this program? Have you learned anything new about yourself? Any new ways of coping? Things that you can apply to the rest of your life, as well as your continued new identity as a non-smoker? And what appreciations have you discovered? Congratulations. Have a wonderful day.